Justin, first of all, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am great. I feel like I probably lost a couple of hours of sleep last night just on your TikTok because your boy was on there hollering, cackling at everything, at all of the content that I saw on there. How did you even come up? How did this even work? What is the deal?
uh, to be completely honest, it was like kind of an accident, but kind of not. Like, because like I produce my own music and stuff like that. So I was like, I know I could be producing for like big artists out there, but I was like, how do I show like the world that? So I was like, all right. So one day I was like, let me do like how to make a Travis Scott song. And I just did it and it just blew up. And I was like, cool. I was like, can I do it again? And someone's like, do Migos. I was like, okay, like how to make a Migos song. And then I was like, everyone's like, whoa, this sounds like Migos. And I just kept going with it. And I was like, cool. And I enjoyed it too. So it just made the whole thing so great.
Dude, it sounds just like Migos. What was the if Migos was on the Little Nas X song Holiday?
Oh
I
yeah.
hollered because you said Popeyes, you said chicken, because you know Migos, they be saying random stuff in the
Yeah,
song.
they
Like
do.
you just had it down. Had it down. It was so good.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I was just kind of like, I just put on the beat and I'm just like, all right, what would Migos say? What would Travis Scott say? What would the baby say? And I just roll with it.
Well, I want to make it clear because I feel like you have to be talented in producing music, and that's right up your alley. So you just did what you are comfortable with and made it pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it was. I was like, well, I produce music, I write music, I record music. So let me just do it with other artists. And everything just meshed together. Like there was nothing that was unfamiliar.
Because I feel like a lot of times people are overthinking and they're thinking to themselves like, what can we do to be popping on TikTok? Like, I'm not funny. I don't do this. And a lot of times it's basically just do what you know.
Exactly. And I feel like that's an interesting thing I noticed too, because everybody's trying to figure out, especially with the platform where you can really go viral overnight. You could have 10 followers today and a million tomorrow. I really feel like the key is just, it sounds so corny because everybody says it, but it's like be yourself. Like for me, I didn't do anything that I wouldn't normally do and it worked. So now it's like my lifestyle and my career, but I enjoy it every day because I was just doing what I liked and it worked for itself. See, I feel like there's not really like a life hack or anything like that. It's like do what you do. It was kind of like that guy that was on a skateboard. What was his name? Dogface.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was just chilling on his skateboard, and everyone's like, "Hey, I like that," and he's like, "I like it too," and so it just worked.
So I'm sure there are a lot of people in your DMs talking about how can, what can I do to make it pop? Like, what would, if you would go in depth on advice to give them, what would you say to them?
Definitely. I would say consistency. I think quality is subjective. Like some of my most favorite videos are the internet's least favorite. Some of my least favorite videos are the internet's like most favorite. So I would just say consistency because if you're not posting, I think like the chances of success is 0%. You have to at least put it out there because the internet will tell you what they like and what they don't like. So it's just like, but I feel like if you're posting every day and you're able to kind of like gauge like your metrics a little bit and be like, okay, people like when I do this, or people like when I do that. I feel like that's really all it is. Cause like I could eat a burger and think it's the best burger in the world. You can have that same burger and be like, I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? But if there's no burger, then we don't have an opinion. So I feel like it's really just the consistency. And I
I,
posted like every single day on TikTok for like almost, oh man, like maybe like 2 months straight. I just posted every single day. And eventually I was just being myself and it worked. So I'm just rolling with it.
That's really interesting that the consistent thing, because I feel like a lot of people will post one video online and they're like, well, it's not popping. Like,
Yeah.
why aren't I famous yet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, completely.
Are you somebody that reads the DMs or the comments?
I'm not now. It's like 50-50 because it is overwhelming because of course when it's good, it's great. So 10,000 people in one day saying like, "Oh my God, I love you, I like you," feels great. But 10,000 people being like, "This sucked," also does not feel good. So I'm like kind of 50-50. If I feel like looking at it, I'll look because that's how I can also learn. But sometimes I'm like, if I see where it's headed, I'm like, I don't need to see that. I'll just
Mhm.
keep doing my thing. DMs, I feel like I check more often than comments just because you don't know who's in your DMs. Like
Right.
I've missed so many big opportunities just not checking. So I think I'm actually pretty active in the DMs. I might lurk around a little bit.
I hear that. So when you get like 10,000 people that say they like it, are you the type of person that one person that says that they don't like it will just totally ruin your whole day?
It used to. It used to because I had never been in the spotlight this big. So I used to be like, oh, everyone loves it. And someone's like, this sucks. And I'll be like, dang. I'm like, really? Everybody else liked it. And it would kind of put me down. But now I just kind of take it as like not constructive criticism, but if you're gonna post on the internet, you have to be prepared for the good and the bad. So I think it's just something I've accepted. And now I just kind of in one ear out the other. I'm like, okay, let me try to figure out what I could do better so that they might like it next time.
Absolutely. That's a great way to think. You're so mature because I would be like, you know what? Forget that person. Block. How dare you come to my page talking all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like delete.
Exactly. There ain't no bad comments on here. Delete, delete,
Right.
delete. Nobody got time for that. Wait, hold on. Please tell me that Migos or Travis Scott or someone has reached Drake, have the baby has reached out to you to want to do a collaboration. Because what's funny is how these songs literally sound like them.
Right. Oh, so oddly enough, none of those artists have reached out. I'm 100% confident they've seen it. I don't know how there's like 20 videos sound like the baby. If I were the baby, I'd be like, let me just hit this guy up at least to produce for him. I did all the work for you.
To get a collaboration, Drake was spot on. The Migos, the Travis Scott, the one, if he made a Valentine's Day song, blew me
Yeah.
away. Because it sounded just like him. Just like him.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Some artists have reached out. The Game was the first person to ever contact me. So the Game had reached out first before anybody. Some other artists like PNB Rock, Tory Lanez. There's some people that I've worked with, thankfully, because of these videos. But I'm still working on my working my way up to hopefully get some of those bigger artists as well, and just see what's out there because, like I said, I could write for them, I could produce for them, and honestly, really anything. So,
But it
yeah,
sounds like actually their songs on your TikTok. So I don't understand why that wouldn't be a thing. You know what I mean?
right. But hopefully, in time, I just got to keep working hard and just stay persistent. And and I'm also just grateful for everything that comes my way because
Right.
there have been some really big opportunities that have happened that I can't say yet, but hopefully in the near future. So I'm just really grateful for that.
So you have over 1.7 million followers on TikTok. Do you feel like that there is a pressure to constantly produce content when you have that many people following you?
Definitely. Yeah, there definitely is a lot of pressure. Now I think I can handle a lot more than like before. Now I just kind of post like when I feel like posting or like when I'm inspired because I don't want to see it like work. But everybody's waiting for the next video, but it's like I'm still a person too. Like I gotta eat, like I gotta like wake up and like live my life too. So there's definitely pressure, but I feel like as long as I'm doing what I enjoy, I think people will be able to see that through their screens too. So I feel like I just kind of like pace myself now, and I'm just like, yeah, this one I feel good about this video, and then post it, and yeah,
So you're an artist, you're a producer. I want to know, what do you feel like it is the best produced song ever?
like
Like
in
what's your
history,
favorite? Yeah, what's your favorite produced song ever?
is it bad if I say my own?
No.
Because I honestly, I really couldn't tell you because again, I feel like it's like so subjective. But I mean, I'm a fan of what I produce for my music, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug myself there, and I'm gonna say my song "Must Be Important" that just dropped. That song's a banger. I think it's produced pretty well.
uh Talk about a great segue because that's what we were going to talk about. Must be important. Tell us a little bit about that. First of all, I want to know who is hating on a kid. You seem like such a good dude.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Just people on the internet. Everybody wants to tell you how to do something they've never done. So, it comes with the territory. But yeah, I wrote this song maybe a couple months ago. And I'm not sure what video I posted exactly, but I felt really good about it. Like I was like, oh, this video is it. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know what's about to happen after, but I'm gonna go for it. And then like I just checked like the first 10 comments are just so negative. They're just so negative.
Wait, what were people saying?
I don't know, like, oh, this is off. Because what happened with my videos, and here's where everything went wrong. In the beginning, it was like how to make a Travis Scott song or how to make a Drake song. But over time, people started misinterpreting my videos as like how to sound exactly like Travis Scott or how to sound exactly like Drake, you know? And I'm not an impressionist, I'm a producer. So I was like, hmm.
It was supposed to
So
be funny, like the whole,
exactly. But
because
you
that's
know
what
how
I
the
got.
industry is.
Right, right.
Yeah. So it got like a little misconstrued. So I don't remember what video I posted, but everyone's like, oh, this is way off. You missed on this one. But then at first it bothered me a little bit. And I was kind of like, the people that support me really like it. And the people that don't like it are still watching it. So I was like, dang, I must be pretty important if they don't like it, but they keep watching. And I was like, I must be important. And I just wrote the song. And so it just kind of talks about how like love me or hate me, like you're still watching. So, all that's really doing is helping me and just like kind of just taking me up to the next level. And I feel like I realized that I started producing for artists I made videos about. So while these people are like, wow, like this Travis Scott video is super off, I'm like, I'm producing for Travis Scott. And you hate the video. So the logic just got backwards. And I wrote the song and it just kind of tells my story. And I just, it really just tells my story in the song.
Do you feel like people that don't like what you do are the ones that's probably doing the most checking you out and keeping tabs on you and checking your videos out?
Probably, honestly. I feel like a lot of the people that like aren't really a fan of it. Isn't that what's so crazy about the internet? People be like, I hate this, but I'm gonna watch you though.
It's like
But,
keep
like,
watching, right?
yeah, I'm like, if I eat something nasty, I'm not gonna eat it again because I got curious the second time.
Exactly. So those
Yeah.
low-key haters are like low-key fans a little bit.
Exactly. But I had to just really remember, like, it wasn't about that. Like, that's why I'm really grateful for the people that supported me because they would just remind me, like, hey, like, don't focus on this. There's so many of us out here that love to see you succeed. So just put your attention towards us and not the people that think otherwise. Once I started doing that, I was so much happier.
I love that for you. So February is Black History Month, and I want to know, what does Black History Month mean to you?
Oh man. I mean, it means a lot. Of course, growing up, life is kind of tough just growing up being African American, being black and stuff like that. So it's just so amazing to see anybody that's kind of paved the way for like the culture, for our people, anything related to that. I mean, so many more doors have opened, even just from people bringing and social media bringing awareness to Black History Month. I think it really shows because unless you really grew up and experienced it, you may not understand. So I think every time Black History Month comes around, I try to just like really, really be appreciative of all the opportunities I have now, all the opportunities anybody of like the culture, race, anything that we can experience now we weren't able to do before. It's just like I think you just have to be grateful, have to be grateful and be happy that people are bringing awareness to it. That's really how I see it.
Absolutely. So tell us what's next.
So right now, I'm really focused on my own music. Maybe like right before COVID really hit, I was supposed to go on tour actually, and I was really excited to announce it because it was like the peak of my videos. And I'm like, I'm gonna be all over the world, like full U.S. tour. And then COVID happened, and it just, I dropped the whole thing. So right now, I'm focused on my own original music as well as my videos because I like to say, I could be every other artist in the world, but it's time to be myself too. So I'm really going to put a focus on my own music while dropping these videos and hopefully get right back on the road, go on tour, and just meet everybody that supported me because it's been a year of doing these videos. So I would love to just meet the people that have brought me here.
Well, dude, let me tell you, being yourself is not half bad because your song is dope, and I cannot wait to see what pops off next.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.